I assume that we're live.
Yeah, just waiting for it
This,
to refresh.
this moment of
Here we go.
awkwardness.
There it
This
is.
Yep,
moment of
there we
awkwardness.
go. We are
Hey,
live.
in case we haven't met, my name is Yanni Ballmeister. To the bottom is Richard Lillies, aka Richie the Rig, and to my to my right, your left is Phil White. I'm usually on that side. He's taken my square today.
Yeah,
It's
it's all out of
Phil
whack.
White from ADPT Physio. It must be Physio Wednesday, and we are Unity Gym and of course ADPT Physio and the Unified Movement System, where we turn driven people like you, into athletes. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, please do us the honor of smashing that like button and helping us get this content out in front of more people. I'm going to do that myself right now. I see we got Ricky Webster. Greetings from Birmingham, Alabama, USA. We got a great show in store for you. And we've got Dave Clark and Vinny Brown on the live stream in the UMS Movement Mastermind. I will say, for everybody who tunes in and watches this on replay or live on YouTube, I urge you guys to get over and join the UMS Movement Mastermind Facebook group, where you get access to two of our best trainings for free. That's the 20-minute flexibility routine and the 10-minute warm-up routine for the upper and 10-minute warm-up routine for the lower body. The exact routine that we teach our UMS tribe to prepare for a really good workout. And you also get a chance to work with us commitment free, absolutely free, complimentary in our 5-day flexibility challenge, which kicks off every Monday. So do yourself the honor of getting over there and getting amongst it and saying hi. How are you today, boys?
Right. Besides the rain, I guess everyone
Awesome.
can agree with that. Besides the rain, it's great here in Australia.
Yeah, mate, it's wet.
Yeah,
It's
it's full
wet.
on, hey?
Yeah, it's
Full on,
really,
and
it's
it's just timed perfectly for me to finish my triathlon training and start my marathon training, which is 6 days a week of running, which has been really
oh,
nice. Just
in the
going
rain.
torrential rain.
My
Every
God.
session's over an hour, and I'm just running, getting like pelted from all directions. But part of the
Should have chose
experience, I guess.
long distance swimming.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah.
That's right.
Anyway,
Swim
And
across the country.
just in case you're all thinking, I don't actually look like an Oompa Loompa normally in comparison to the other two boys. It's just I haven't quite got my lighting right this morning. I was in a bit of a rush, but we'll leave it as is. Now, today we are talking about functional flexibility. And I'll be completely honest with you. I did choose the word functional or the phrase functional flexibility to create a little bit of clickbait because I will term it functional flexibility, but it's probably like better just called applied flexibility or strength through range. But we're going to be sort of dissecting a clip from our UMS coaching group, where we go live every day after this to give our members a big session of daily coaching, a daily dose of coaching, where we give them feedback on videos that they post and answer questions that they ask. And this one was really good. One of our up and comers, he's been with us now for I think about a year, and he is an absolute superstar. Came in with what I would probably say compromised posture, sits at a desk all day long, and has just come so far. And now he's starting to move to more complex movement patterns, and we want to get him into a conventional grip front squat, so front racked barbell front squat. And he's working on achieving the mobility and flexibility and strength prerequisites for it. And I've prescribed him to do some extracurricular stretching, and the stretch is very simply climbing underneath a bar. And I'm going to show you. Let's just roll that clip. It's a minute and a half here from yesterday's coaching call, Richie,
All
and
right.
then we'll talk about it afterwards. We'll talk about. Okay, so first and foremost, you're holding the bar too much. You're relying on the hands too much. What I want to see is if you just go back to my camera, Richie. Erland, I want to see you get under the bar more. I want to see the bar contacting your collarbones and neck. And I want to see the elbows get in front of the bar. So have another crack at that one. And you're really going to have to push forward. Now, you may find that when the elbows get in front of the bar, it's only your fingertips that remain on the bar. You'll be like this, and the bar will be sort of in here somewhere. That's okay. That's fine for now. That's going to be adequately stretching the wrist and everything, and that's what we want. Let's have another crack at it and post another video, and let's see how we go. Let's go. Yep. This looks so much better already, Erland. So much better already. Look at that height of the elbows. Geez, it'd be good if you could bring both the videos up just to show the difference there. But when you're pushing into that now, I can see your elbows getting in front of the bar. So that is a monster improvement. You're on the live stream. I'd like to know what that felt like in comparison. Let us know. Okay, so that's even better already. In comparison to where you were in the video yesterday, it's 60%, 70% better. Okay, so really, really good.
All right, we're back.
Awesome. And what we've got Erlan doing there is essentially practicing the exact bottom position of the front squat. Now, you'll notice he's done 2 variations of it. We actually gave him 3 drills to do. One where he's actually squatting to full range, setting up a barbell at the right height to mimic or simulate the bottom range of his front squat with 60 kilos on the bar, because if he doesn't put weight on the bar and he pushes in to create resistance, which we're going to talk about, we want him actually pushing against an immovable object so that he can demonstrate strength down there. We've got him loading up more weight than he could lift up so that the barbell won't move. Then second, we've got him doing the drill standing up. And we did a warm-up drill where we got him doing one side at a time just to really stretch and push against that immovable object in the standing position, which we didn't show there. And all of those 3 stretches, we got him doing in a specific order so that it would, each drill primes the central nervous system and the body, preparing it for the next drill. And the next drill is a little bit harder. So we're progressively overloading inside that workout. And as you could see there, the 2 differences from one day to the next were astonishing. And I've actually given him that drill to do every day because it's not really taxing on his central nervous system. It is a load to the body, and Phil can talk a little bit about how stretching is a load to the body, but in a sec. But it's not overwhelming his body. It's not fatiguing him before his workout. And doing a drill like that regularly for a couple of weeks will yield a huge result. Make no mistake, Erland will transition from doing an unconventional front squat where we sort of hold the bar like this to doing a conventional front squat where we get under the bar and hold it properly, which is going to, and you might think, well, what's the benefit of that? Well, that creates a really great upper body workout as well as a lower body workout for the front squat, because now we're developing strength through range in the shoulders, we're developing strength through range in the lats, we're developing strength through range in the elbows, wrists, and hands. So he's getting a flexibility workout at the same time. And gaining flexibility and mobility is about drilling the nervous system and training strength through range. What do you guys want to add to that? Why would you say that drill works so well, Phil, from a physio's perspective?
Yeah, first off, sorry for just popping out there. I pressed the wrong button and disappeared. Oops. We're back. Yeah, I think it's a great way of approaching it, because so often I think people go really isolated, like they feel like they have a strength deficit in a certain movement or a flexibility deficit in a certain movement. And they go away and they do really specific stretches that look nothing like the actual activity they're trying to achieve. They're so long that then they don't try doing the actual movement like a front squat, because like, oh, I'm just out of it, so maybe they'll do some of these ones, but they won't actually spend any time in that position. And it's so often like more than just a pure range of motion issue to get into those movements. So having that time, that frequency, so doing it often enough, and getting under the bar will just really like help teach your body how to be in that position and get that technique. So, because yeah, part of it is going to be the muscles sort of going through conventional flexibility improvements, but so much of it is particularly with big compound movements like that, is your brain being comfortable enough with like this, what is a fairly uncomfortable, unstable position at the bottom of a front squat. So, and also you've got the added benefits of thoracic extension, strength and mobility, and the squat mobility through your ankles and hips and knees as well. So yeah, I just love it as an approach.
Yeah, I really like it because it's simple to do. You know, like you can tackle it in the way that Phil was saying, like that isolated component, but sometimes it doesn't really quite always line up to what you're actually doing. This is very specific to what you'll need when you're doing front squats, when you're doing Olympic lifting or whatever. So, and it's really simple to do. So, what's simple tends to get done more often, and consistency is higher. So, it can have
And
a
just so much more
great yield.
efficient
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
Like if you were to do like your wrists and then your shoulders and then
Yeah.
your hips and then your knees and then your ankles, like it's quite a
Yep.
different experience than
Yeah,
spending some time
and
under a bar.
you're less likely to do it as well. More time,
Yeah.
less likely to do it. So it is sort of like a very bang for buck, good mobility stretch. Yeah.
I love that, Phil, that you've just made the point of efficiency, because efficiency is everything in training. If you're not
Mm.
yielding a good result every minute of your workout, then you're not doing a good workout. And that's our ethos at Unity Gym. And one of the things that I think shocks people the most when they start training with us in the unified movement system, unification of strength, flexibility, and fitness in a 60-minute workout, they are quite shocked that the style of flexibility training is like nothing they've ever done before. People are usually used to yoga, which is generally fairly fluid and passive. It's a bit of, most yoga that I've tried is quite zen. I know some of it's quite hard. There's different styles of yoga, and some of the workouts are really difficult, particularly if you're really inflexible. I've never tried it as an inflexible person. I've only done yoga as quite a flexible and strong person, and found it quite a zen passive workout in comparison to what we do. But we don't do much passive or static stretching in UMS. Most of it is training strength through range, and doing different variations of what we call loaded stretching, where we're contracting the muscles through their range, where we're combining it to full range of movement strength training, like what we've just shown there as a demonstration. Believe it or not, what we just showed Erlan doing, I rate that as a stretch. I rate that as flexibility training. That I classify that as flexibility training, and that's one of the big, I guess, differences to training in the UMS here at Unity Gym. And you'll find it's quite, it challenges your dogma around how you're meant to get flexible, but the results we get are astonishing. I mean, when you looked at Erland in that first video, he was on the live stream saying, what you didn't see is the back and forth that we had that Richard edited out to make that a little bit quicker. But he was saying, I cannot get my elbows forward. I'm not flexible enough, you know, and it wasn't. And what you missed was that him doing the drilling that we showed him by doing a single arm version. I got him to show me, to demonstrate. I talked to him, I explained to him what I wanted to see, and then I got him to demonstrate his interpretation of the movement, which was that first video you saw, of him trying to get under the bar, but his forearms were very vertical. He couldn't get his elbows forward. And then giving him 3 drills to do that he practiced for one day, you saw the improvement that he achieved. And I would say it's 60 to 80% improvement in one day, and that's what drilling the central nervous system does in flexibility. A lot of our guys experience an adaptation in flexibility that they feel like is almost overnight, but it's just because they've changed the stimulus. It's just because they've done what the central, we talk about this a lot. Flexibility is not an adaptation of just the muscle alone, which we would think logically it's just about lengthening a muscle like a rubber band. Phil and I have had these deep discussions on the podcast about this. Flexibility is about training the brain. It's about training the central nervous system. It's about the central nervous system understanding that you're, or becoming, I use this term loosely, confident in your strength and stability through that range, so that it will allow you over time, periodically, to achieve or access a deeper range. And if you rush it, you tend to, end in spasm or even injury, because the body really doesn't want to go there. It sort of, it doesn't feel safe there, Phil, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think you mean pretty comprehensive there. Like that's what
Yeah.
we keep talking about, and we've done so many podcasts on this topic. And if you are interested in, definitely jump over. But I think it's just a great example of like the specificity of flexibility, and the amount of I'm endlessly impressed by how much content you guys put out about um, how to help people with getting strong, flexible, and fit. But like you can see with Ellen's case, it's really like it's that next level of, hey, this is the exact thing I'm struggling with, and I think that's just the power of the coaching group, is that we can just give those applying those principles that are like inbuilt into the whole of the UMS system to that specific case to just get your result that would just be so much faster than if you just bash your head against the brick wall of stretching your wrists forever.
Trying trying to do it
Yep.
alone. That's right. Absolutely. Look, guys, we're going to bring this one in for a landing today because we do have to jump over in a minute to our coaching group and give those guys their daily dose of UMS awesomeness. I want to give a quick shout out to a couple of the people on the live. We got Donald Grant, Christy Lovejoy, and our usual suspects in the UMS Movement Mastermind group. I do want to urge everybody who's catching this on replay on YouTube or even watching now, there is a link in the description of the video always to easily find the UMS Movement Mastermind group. And it's going to soon be renamed the UMS Free Training Group because that's what we do over there. We give you guys free training, and it is so worthwhile getting over there because it's just a cool group of awesome people all striving to achieve similar or results in strength, flexibility, and fitness. We'll see you tomorrow with another awesome video. And if you like this format of us showing you clips of people having breakthroughs, then let us know in the comments. We'd love to know. Take care. Thanks, Phil. Thanks, Richie.
You guys.
Yeah.